In today's story, we are heading once more into the heart of West African folklore, where something very strange happens in a quiet garden. It involves a melon, a talking melon, and what starts as a simple craving for a snack quickly turns into public humiliation, royal outrage, and the classic Anansi escape. But what makes this story truly fascinating is how a small, seemingly harmless spider managed to trick everyone. And honestly, you and I would probably have been tricked as well had we been there. Last week, we talked about Anansi's massive appetite and how his greed led to permanent deformation. Well, in addition to loving food, Anansi is unfortunately not too keen on hard work. Okay, so have that in mind, right? Our story takes place in a hot, sunny day in tropical West Africa. The sun is blazing, the air is heavy, and Anansi is doing, well, absolutely nothing productive. Because why would he? Instead, he's daydreaming about food. More specifically, melons. These melons were growing in Elephant's garden. Elephant, by the way, was a very diligent gardener. The gardener of the animal kingdom, some may say. Elephant's melons were the juiciest and largest in the entire kingdom. They were also completely off limits. Now, most animals wouldn't dare mess with Elephant's garden. But someone was about to, and that someone was Anansi. Anansi's stomach rumbled just thinking about those sweet melons. How could he get them though without working for it? In typical Anansi fashion, he hatched a plan. He found the biggest, lumpest melon in the patch. Then he bored a small hole inside it, just enough for his tiny spider body to slip inside. Once inside, he ate and ate until he found himself completely stuck. Now, I'm unsure if his belly simply grew too big from stuffing his face, or it was simply the mechanics within the melon. But for whatever reason, Anansi couldn't get out. Now, for anyone else, this would be a major problem. But not Anansi. He simply just chuckled. He realized this sticky situation could actually be more interesting for him. A little while later, Elephant happily strolls into his garden, admiring his hard work. When he spots an enormous melon sitting in the patch, the same one hiding a very full, very smart spider. It looks perfect, untouched even, ready to be picked. That is from the outside, of course. But as Elephant reaches down to plug it, a voice comes from inside the melon. Oh, don't pick me. I'm not ready yet. Elephant jumps back, absolutely startled. Because did that melon just speak? Sure enough, the voice speaks again. Deeper this time, confident. Yes, I speak, and I quite enjoy the sun. Leave me be. Elephant cannot believe it. A talking melon. This was truly extraordinary. He knew instantly he had to show this marvel to the king. So Elephant carefully lifts up the melon and starts marching towards the king's palace. But along the way, word quickly spreads. First, monkey sees him. Hey, what's with the melon? Then, zebra. Is that melon talking? Next up was giraffe. And the same thing happened with giraffe. And every time, Anansi from inside the melon plays along. And with each talking moment, more and more animals fall in line behind elephant. All of them desperate to witness this bizarre talking fruit. By the time they reach the palace, it's a full-on parade. Inside the palace, the king sits on his grand throne, watching as elephant presents the melon. A talking melon, you say? All right then, let's hear it. But the melon stays quiet, completely silent. The king waits, narrows his eyes. Still nothing. The king starts to get angry. He turns to Elephant. This better not be a joke. Are you wasting my time? Elephant is panicking. I mean, wouldn't you? No, I swear, it spoke. Just ask monkey, zebra, giraffe. But the king has had enough. He's done. Annoyed, he orders the guards. Get this ridiculous fruit out of here. Throw it out. Now, as the guards reach for the melon, suddenly the voice from inside booms. You are a fool, king, and you've wasted my time also. The entire room freezes. The king's face turns red with rage, and without a second thought, he grabs the melon and hurls it across the room. The melon crashes into pieces. It's scattered all over. And from the wreckage crawls out Anansi. The spider dusts himself off, flashes a grin at the furious king, and scampers away, vanishing into the bushes. He had his fill of the melon, embarrassed everyone, and slipped away, just like he always does. No doubt already planning his next clever trick. And that's the thing about Anansi. He never just disappears quietly. No, he always leaves a mess and a message. Now, I suspect Anansi was so abrasive with the king because he saw an opportunity to escape the self-imposed melon prison he had eaten himself into unscathed. Anansi knew the king's pride would outweigh his reason, so all he had to do was poke the bear, and boom, the king sets him free. No questions asked, no real consequences. The king, in his blind rage, unwittingly became Anansi's rescuer. Much to his chagrin, I'm sure. It's easy to laugh at the idea of animals believing a talking melon. But is it really that different from us believing a perfectly crafted voice note? Or a video that seems real? I mean, in this age of deepfakes and realistic AI generated everything, maybe the real trick is learning when not to trust our senses. Perhaps it's a smart idea not to believe everything you hear or even everything you see with your own two eyes. So, let me know. What would you have done if you had heard a melon talk?